Welcome, welcome. So good you are here. Hello also for those in the replay. Hello, hello. So good that you are here. Welcome. I hope you can hear me clearly. Let's come in and calm down. Yes, welcome. Welcome, welcome. I take the pictures back just for a few seconds so you can see me clearly. Thank you for the feedback that you can hear me out. Love it. Thank you, thank you. I am so excited for this next level training. Get access to the unknown methods we use to triple our customer lifetime value. Even if you think it's impossible, and I would understand if you think it's impossible, that's why it's so good you are here. And yes, let's just start. I hope you understand my Swiss English as good as possible. If not, you get the replay. And if you are in the replay, hello there. We are interacting as if you are live here. Use the email to respond directly with an answer and write your questions there. We love to be here for you and to get connected to you. At the end, you get the replay, you get the replay site, you get the other next level training from the 2 weeks ago, and this training too. The same training we want to make again in a few days, next Friday. If you like to jump in, let's say you are in the replay, and if you want to jump in live to ask your specific questions, feel free to do that. It's a pleasure. So for me, it's really an exciting thing. I love this item. You cannot imagine. I give you now the pictures. I love this item for tripling, doubling, even tripling customer lifetime value. And you will discuss with me today how this is possible and how we did it and how my customers do it and how you can do it too. But first, welcome and relax. Probably you were in a hustle a few minutes ago. Probably you come from the office or from different meetings, and I invite you to calm down. Sit here, get attention to the fact that you are alone, that you can breathe and listen to this focused, and so you don't lose anything of this training. Welcome, welcome. So you are a service-based entrepreneur. Excuse me. You are a service-based entrepreneur. Perhaps you are a coach or transforming something. Perhaps you have a shop. You will see later the example of my customer with a beauty salon. Whatever you do, service and service-based experiences for your customers, I want to show you how to integrate this magical, for me, magical codes, even if you do it since years, so that you get a customer experience that the customers love it to be with you, and to pay again and again, and this for years. Sure, sometimes they are away for a few months, even for a few years, but the way you are doing it, the way you are treating it, all people can come back every time when they have the desire to. So the good news today is these principles you get to know today are working and work really well also in your company, and they work with the existing resources you already have. You don't need new things. You need new skills, but I always experience it that after a next level training like this, it's implemented because you get to know the free unknown methods today. I will show you this with stories and experiences from ourselves. So that is what you will learn today, how we increased customer lifetime value above average in my company, and not only turned customers into raving fans. And this, I can tell you, this is true because my ambassadors, these are the people which are going along myself when you want to get a clarity call, or when you want to get a clarity call in between the programs you book with me. These are clients or former clients which love it to go in my energy, which love it to support my missions. And this is not possible if they are not excited, isn't it? Second, you will learn today the 3 biggest mistakes successful entrepreneurs make when they want or desire more sales, and 3 proven secrets, which are actually not secrets, to triple your customer lifetime value. Means triple the amount they spend in your company. Third, why what you are currently implementing is costing you too much money and stress, even if you think everything is fine. I can say it from the experience. I'm in 20 years now in entrepreneurship, and it takes too much time and it costs us too much money because we have this phase of thinking everything is fine, it's okay, it's working in sort of a way, but we are not implementing and not shifting on next level. So how you can benefit most from this workshop? First, the training is about 75 minutes. Make sure you're not disturbed. Second, focus on listening. You will get the replay after this, and you can go in again and again, re-listen again and again. You also get these pictures here and the presentation, and stay until the end, because in the end, I will tell you a really an exciting shift you can do just after I told it to you. It's really exciting. I want to share this with you so you can implement really quickly something outgoing of this next level training. I'm sure you will love it. So, is this you? Probably you know one or several of following items. Probably you are in some sort frustrated and tired. Customers buy once, but then they disappear. That's why you hardly have any financial cushion, or you have financial cushions and it gets little and little. Second, you've tried everything to get the customers buying more, but it seems stealthy and sneaky, and you don't like it and they don't like it. But you think your customers don't have an open mindset and they have some sort of fear, so you want to sell them more, which leads certainly to a frustrated and a doubting experience. And in the end, I see that all day, really brilliant experts begins to doubt on their own expertise. Perhaps third point is your service gets recommended, but you feel there is still plenty of room for improvement. This nearly drives you to despair because you think about this every day and it feels out of your control. How to get the clients at this point that they love to recommend you. So actually, how about this? Instead of chasing customer and thinking, I just need new customers again and again, what about you could trigger such brilliant experiences among existing customers that they want to buy more and more? How about that? And how about if your customers know exactly what they can buy, where they can buy, and how they can buy without much hustle and with a lot of fun and joy? This, I call it shopping principle. I show this principle in the Sales Magic Masterclass I presented in the last Next Level Training. Reach out to me and my team if you want to know this masterclass. And how about this? If an automatic cross and upsell system is here, where it's possible for a customer to buy when they are ready, and you had several additional sales every week that delighted everyone involved. It delights your customer, it delights you. And how about this? When long-term customer and recommendations, loyalty arises automatically, simply because you know how to serve and look after your customers differently. And they love being in your energy and really want to brag with you. How about this? I get goosebumps now. This is amazing, isn't it? So this is a page about me. Please study it for yourself. I just want to say some things to my own experience, because you can see it, you can read it on your own. Unfortunately, I cannot move my mouse here, but just read on your own and I explain some words. What is really important for you to know, I have this experience over 20 years in my business, but probably you don't know that I had an experience of over 30 years being sick. And that was a main point, making myself self-employed. And during the last years, when I implemented this system I show you today, I get healthy again. I did some things privately, some changes, but in this time, I had no force, I had no power to put it in addition in my business. That's why this system to grow from within has been born. I hope you can understand what this is. This is so much, this means so much for me. This is so big for me, you know. The few years before getting healthy, I had this first 7-figure funnel, webinar funnel at 2018 to 2020. And we gained really my first 7 figures in my company. It was a big year, unbelievable for me, but always my goal, because I knew from spirit world it's meant to me, for me and my company and companies later to grow and to accomplish a great mission. But in the end of 2019, I was so exhausted, also because my body was exhausted from over 30 years of illness. And I got so, you know, I hated it. I said literally to God, it has to stop now. Please help me. It was not the first time I said it to God, but then I had this point when I said it, please, no, it must stop. I don't have any power anymore. Even with this huge success online, with this webinar funnel online, with these 7 figures, I didn't have the power. And some crucial things happened between 2018 and 2020 because of this fast growth. And I had to shift within the company and also with my customers. I had to shift my offer, set up very quickly, because I had to commit myself first my health and then my company. And this was the point. I was open for new experiences, new strategies in business. And guess what? I got to learn it from above, literally above. It was God, it was my soul, it was spirit world guiding me. Even in sometimes I didn't realize it, but looking back, it was definitively like that. And they got to learn me this natural strategy to grow from within. So despite of chronic illness, I managed to get the company up and running, but not with new customers, because I didn't had the power to get new customer and to do new trainings like this again and again. I didn't have the power, but I managed it to run the company thanks to the papaya principle and thanks to the new strategy I got from above and from new mentors. I got some delighting parts from here and from there and from above. And the papaya principle was born. And from 21 until 2023, I implemented this with my customers. I talked to them honestly and said, this is my plan. This is what I want to do. Are you with me? So, and this was really exciting because I know it's also possible for you and your industry, and it's so magical. And in the same point, not, it's simply following some natural laws and seeing your resources, which are already here, but not used in the right way. It's like, you must imagine, this is like if you want to cook a meal, and you have different ingredients, and the one person cooks with the same ingredients, something totally others and than the other person. You know this? It's the same thing here. So I want to show you the presentation again. And that's what I want to show you here. And let's start with some examples. I had the honor, my team and I, to work with over 200 self-employed and entrepreneurs. And not everyone made it. I'm really honest with you. It doesn't work if the boss, the head of the company, is not open and not coachable to new things. And if you previously thought that you could only opening Zoom and give a monologue, you are wrong, and probably you realized it. It was not the way to get your customers to new sales. And it's also probably the reason why your first online courses, if you already tried it, don't work. It needs something like a reset. Let's take my example first. My example as Chantal, business coach, as medium online with only 50 new customers from 2018 on, we created a new customer lifetime value of about around 40,000 Swiss francs within 2 years. When implementing the Papaya principle to grow from within, we used these resources to activate a 6-figure income after that, with only about 4 new customers every new year from 21 to 2023. So I'm very, very proud. Even now you also know my story behind the scenes. I'm so proud to got this tragedy in this hard time, in this hard personal time where I went through together with my team. Some are still here. And we proved that the focus at the clever leadership and an honest connection to your customer and behavior combined with a clever offer setup is the key to sales magic, to the Papaya principle, and to a better, to double or triple your customer lifetime experience. So let's take another example of my customer, Janine. She is a beauty specialist. We work together now since 2 years. And along to her own 10 years offline experience with her beauty salon, she went to me and we realized that she has a really, really big mission. And this is so stunning because let me check where. Oh, I lost my notes, sorry. Exactly. She is now 10 years in business of her beauty salon. She always had some magical skills to manifest what she wants. And she is building now her beauty academy online, with which she will not only scale her sales in 2 or 3 years from now, but also recruit future employees from there, using my unique strategy of leadership online to deeply bond to her clients online and future employees, and having them long years on her side because they are excited, because they love it. And what Janine did, by the way, in the last 2 years, she made a setup of her offline company so that she is able to duplicate and to open new branches all over Switzerland. Let's go over to Sarah. I changed her name because I didn't ask her to present this case here. She's a reincarnation therapist, and along her own 10 years of experience offline in her practice, she developed her main offering online now with me a few months ago. And now in the meantime, she developed and launched her own app for an mind-blowing customer experience online in cooperation with valued colleagues of her, and even if with a long-term mentor of her. So now she monetizes her true purpose with energy and joy and helps her customers across borders, wherever people speak German, with this app and with her online presence. But now, honestly, it's about you. What you probably no longer want is constantly having to take care of new customers. And you know what? It's really not necessary. It's sometimes the point which you get exhausted and why you get at a frustrating point where you think about your expertise and think you are not good enough and so on, because only to be focused on getting new customer is not the way a company has to run. Perhaps you no longer want to convince customers to make more purchases. If you know this feeling that it is something like sneaky or salesy, you learn in my energy, in my coach program, how healing sales, I call it healing sales, are going along your relationship with your customer and why they love to buy from you and why they love to hear what's not next step for them or what they can buy in addition. What you also probably not longer want is, or you want it never, I had it and I want it never ever again, a supervising team of sales coaches or setters. These are the people setting the meetings and the times for the sales and clarity calls. That's not the way we do it. As you listened, as you heard a few minutes ago, we have ambassadors, we meet together, we have fun, we look at your discussions with interested people, we learn, and it's in the middle, the focus is on the people who needs help and not on the sale. This is a totally other experience than training teams of sales coaches and setters. Probably if you no longer want to think that your customers has no money to buy more, or you probably are sick about thinking that your customer do not need more from you, or probably you also think by accident that your customer has not the right mindset to buy more. It's all what I already experienced with my customers, that they think in this way by accident on their customer. And believe me, it's not a healthy mindset. You don't want to have this mindset. probably you also no longer want working harder, having more hustle, and getting even less quality of time, of lifetime for your private life, for your relationship on private base. So it's really important that now you get a next level solution. And if you by accident think following points, I warn you, this is not true. Listen carefully. You don't have enough new customers, and you need more reach, or you need a better advertising. You know, marketing is really important, and I have other programs like Prosperity and Opulence is even to prepare for scaling, and the Mastermind Sales Magic is scaling. But these are separate programs for marketing, and marketing is really a point. The only point should be cared from the boss. But it's not all about advertising, a better advertising, spending more and more money about it. It's not about more reach. If you're already online on social media and stuff, you probably think you don't have enough reach. It's not about that. I say it to you. This is not true. You can go to Instagram and you see I have on my German account a few more than 1,000 followers, and on the Dubai account 40 whatever followers, and on Facebook about 3,000 followers. And this since years. And I began, when I managed the 7-figure funnel, I had even less, about some hundreds, I don't know, 50 followers on Instagram and 200 or 300 on Facebook. It's not about that. And if you probably think customers don't want to be disturbed, or they don't have the money, so you don't make new offers to them, it's not true. If you probably think your customers won't come back and pay again because their last purchase seemed so good to them, it's not true. And listen carefully, I know your service is excellent. I know this was so good, but it's not true that they want to buy again. And if you probably think the market is broken and the competition is with dumping prices, and that's why you are suffering, probably market is really broken. I see it also like that, but it's not the reason why you don't sell more. If you think you probably must wait for better times, forget it. This is not your truth. You have so much examples in worldwide online space that colleagues of us are selling like crazy. So let's change the mindset. I want to show you 3 mostly unknown methods we use to triple our customer lifetime value. Sure, we need some new customers again and again. It's really important to really get some new customers, but not because we are in a affected way of, you know what I mean, of pressure to get new clients. It's not about that. It's about attracting them because we make this inner game with these 3 unknown methods. So the first method, probably you know the one or the other, but you don't know how to implement it. Increase your customer lifetime value with a new leadership and a new behavior online to build and activate a customer relationship at eye level and to meet them individually, even if you are in a group setup, and activate the right and another leadership so that they really know where is the next step for them and where and how can they buy it. And this, my dear, is only possible online, believe me. It's also possible to tweak some stuff offline. We did it with my dear client Janin, but at some point it's covered. It's like a ceiling. Online, it's a never-ending story and endless opened to make sales again and again, from within. Second, recognize your customers individually. It's an eye-level story. You know what I mean? Meet and lead them in such a way that they are enthusiastic about your energy, about your company standards, and believe me, you will rise them. And also about your offers, so that they want to be with you every day, that they stay in the morning, they leave the bed and they think at you and your offers and your energy. They love to check in and to get the energy and to go into their daily life with this exciting energy. And so that they cannot stop buying from you because they love it. And sometimes they will break up for whatever reasons. They are so many, but certainly not because you failed. And then you are wise, you are in your faith, you are faith, you are trusting, and so they can come back if they are ready again. This is so magical. The third method is to use storytelling within your teachings to activate follow-up services online so that your customers know automatically your assets and buy again and again. Keep in touch with clever group experiences so that they can reach out, and at that momentum, which is the perfect momentum for them whenever they want, and so that they are able to share their transformation even in difficult times. You offer secret spaces online. You offer secure spaces online, especially if the last purchase seemed so good, they want to buy again because of that. And this connects deeply and it activates a priceless gratitude. You know, this is so touching. It's touching for us leading this page, this space, and it's touching for the for your clients, sorry, having a seat in your space. I am also in some sort of such spaces with my mentors and coaches, and I love it. To go there, I have several mentors, to go there when I feel I need this. I jump in there and I pick up what I want, what I desire. This is so much freedom. This is so much, you know, it's an eye-level thing, because we do not say, now you must do this, and when you not do it now, but tomorrow you fail. This is the old leadership. You know what I mean? It's a new economy who is which is raising now. I'm sure you recognized it. And it needs a new sort of leadership. It needs it. So, conclusion. What is your aha? Please write it in the chat. If you are on the replay, please write me an email. It's really important for me. It's something like giving back. You know what I mean? It's the way we can having a conversation when we are not in the same room. And this is the other part, because you have the freedom to choose your momentum, and I have it too. But let's talk about this with emails, and later when you purchase, when you buy one of my programs, you will see which this is in a total different setup, and not with email again, because there are better solutions and nicer solutions. So I get a little check at the chat. What is your aha? Seems some are writing their aha. Eye level between vendor, coach, entrepreneur, and customer. Yes, love it. It's really possible. It's unbelievable. So many people do not believe me, but it is so magical. This eye level thing, it's so possible, more than possible, and more than offline. I know most people don't believe me, but it's so magical. Building up some relationships with your customers online, and then someday you meet each other, and it's like knowing each other since years. This is so deep. This is so touching. And imagine this deepness is helping your clients to transform. And the way you lead your clients online is helping your clients to find their own momentum. It's really some sort of respect of the path of your individual clients. And this is so touching. And this is, in my reality, the only way to lead and to go some steps with your clients, because it's on eye level. And so thank you so much for this aha. I was just in the mentorship for, I can't read this, Facebook ads, where I don't have this feeling. Oh, I'm so sorry about this. Yes, it's, I'm happy you mentioned it. Only because of the fact that someone sells his programs online, it does not mean that he is able to use these secret methods. That's why I call it secret and unknown. I only experienced one mentor, my beloved mentor Melanie Ann Layer from Canada. You can reach out to me. I invite you in her Facebook group. It's free. This is also part of the Papaya Hand principle that I recommend you to her, and I have no fear that you don't buy from me but from her. This is so eye level. I experienced this with her, and even in my worst times, in my darkest and deepest times, she is here when I'm also here. This is so mind-blowing. But when I'm not here, she can not be here for me too. I think this is logical, isn't it? Actually, I have two mentors. One I left a few days ago. It's good to set boundaries, yes, but the online coaching space is so much increasing at the moment. It's a multi-billion-dollar space. I even cannot spell out this lot of zeros. And we made some research. You can reach out to me. I made some research. I give you the numbers if you contact me on WhatsApp or on Instagram. Please don't hesitate, or per email. There is my Sabine, which will answer. But we have the numbers, and it's such, even the magazine Forbes declared it. It's such a big market. And now is the beginning. It's even the beginning. And every expertise has the chance to go with it. But we must make a difference. We must make a big impact, a big difference. And it's only possible with our leadership. So I show you solutions, how I teach this to my clients. Let me share the presentation again. My conclusion for today, I thank for yours. By learning which levers you can turn in your client relationships so that you triple the customer lifetime value, you activate also more trust and deeper bonds. Let's give us this presentation in a proper way. More trust and deeper bonds, and automatically more enthusiastic and long-lasting result. Enthusiastic relationship and more long-lasting results. It's for you and your customer. More fun, more enthusiasm. It's really exciting. I love this. And so the deep good feeling and the desire to be with you every day leads to the desire to brag with you, to brag to others that they are with you. Like I just recommended my own beloved coach, Melanie. Because your offers activate more value. And this thanks online, because you know how it works. And your online spaces are scalable. That's what we discussed in the first Next Level training a few weeks ago. By the way, you find the replay also on the same page at the bottom of the replay page. Just scroll down and you find all the replays there for my Next Level trainings. If you give more value and seeing people in a sincere, genuine, and sensitive way, they love it. I don't know if you are open to psychology, but the experts in this space tell it since hundreds of years. People want to be seen, to be heard. People love it if you call their name. I know you know this. And it's all about this stuff. How to use the fact to see your customers even in a large group. This is the whole magic I show in my new edition of the coach program. And in this case, chances are so much higher that your customers like to convert for you in your company massively higher. Because thanks to your online resources and your resources you already have, we take your skills, the skills of your team, if you have a team, And it's possible for everyone to involve and to implement it with maximum freedom in terms of time and content, and to navigate through your teachings in a self-determined manner. It's so a pleasant thing for everyone involved. I love this. So this is my new edition of my coach program. I teach this since 2010. In the first steps, it was a 3 years experience. And in this program, I show you the skills you need to lead your customers in above mentioned way, so that they transform in their individual momentum and love to be in your energy and buy again and again. Even if they break up some months, they have always open doors, and they know that you love them, and they know that they come back every time. The program, the coach program, has 3 parts, and each part has a recommended duration and can be extended individually. That's what we are proud of, because it is really important that every participant has his own momentum. We have a recommended duration. This is imported from some sort of characters, but it's possible to extend with, we call it the coach membership. So this is the first part. I cannot show it with the mouse, I'm so sorry. Let's do it like that. No, don't do it like that. This is the first part. You see on the left side, this is the description of level 1, the basic part of the coach program. You get 3 coaching calls a month. After 2 months, you get a free check-in with an ambassador. This is important that it's not with me, because sometimes you want to discuss some other things and not with me, with myself. You get one-on-one with myself or with one of my coaches. Sometimes it's myself. Now in the beginning could be it's myself, but probably with a coach of my team. And you get 8 modules every week, a new module for inner leadership and self-coaching experience. You need that. If you don't go through this inner experience, you are not able to take these leadership skills I want to show you for scaling from within. It's not possible. In the basic part, you get as a bonus access to my membership, Perception Palace Turmalin, on German, Wahrnehmungspalast Turmalin. We have there 3 levels too. And the first level is so much magic. I love this first level because you can go there. It's like a wonderland. It's all about intuition and your perception and your inner work. And there are so many mini courses, and I love it. I just love it. You get access free to this level 1, and this is as a bonus. This 2 months for the base of the coach program costs you 2,000 Swiss francs. And if you want to prolong your experience, if you need more time, you can switch to the membership. It's on the right side here. The membership gives you the exact same content as the basic, but you can prolong it with a really good offer, only for free a month instead 1,000 a month. Yes. And the next part is the advanced part. It's after you discovered leading yourself with these new skills, you go in the advanced part and learn to lead others, to interact in these new ways, and to document these new ways. This is really important, the documentation, because you need this from your own experience to take your experience after that for working with your clients. This is pure gold, what we are doing there. And you get there the level 1 basic, it's included, or you take it in addition after basic. And you get also 101, this time with me instead of a team coach. And you get access to the Perception Palace Tourmaline 2, level 2, but only the coaching call with developing your spiritual gifts, not the whole Tourmaline level 2. It's only about your spiritual gifts, because this gets so magical now when you take them, when you discover them and take it in addition to your new way of leadership, to your new way to serve your clients. This part 2, this second part 2, you can prolong it. It's about 4 months, you see it on the left side. But if you think after 4 months, or in total it is 6 months, you think you want to prolong it, you need more time to implement some stuff, you can prolong it. On the right side, you see the membership for level 2 is 555 a month. Really a fair price, but here you get much more and it gets really spicy and juicy. The third part is the professional part. It's about leadership in a professional way. In the second part, you can experience yourself with leadership others, leading others. And here it's really about the professional part. How to set it up. We discuss how you experience your new skills with your customers. This must have place there. You get a coach-to-coach call every month with me in the group. In the beginning, could be that you are alone or just with 2 others. This is really exciting. But you also get the whole Perception Palace Tourmaline level 2, where is also a possibility for body work. This is really, really important. And you get access to the digital rooms of the professional as well, certainly. And requirement is, I think it's obvious, level 1 and 2. This must be done. If you have time for this 6 months, and if you realize after in total 12 months, yeah, if you add it all, 2 months, 4 months, and then 6 months, if you add it, this is 12 months, the whole experience, which I recommend to go through in this time. But if you had the professional part and you realize you want to prolong, then you go to the professional part membership for 1111 a month. It's really exciting. The whole coach program is an investment of 11K Swiss francs. You can buy it the whole. You can just buy the 2 parts until advanced. Then it's an investment of 6K, and you can only choose for the beginning the basic part. Then it's an investment of 2K, and it's up to you to upsell, to up level later. In any time, let's say you take the whole program now for 11K, you can interrupt your experience with the membership. You pay, let's say you pay 11K now, and after 6 months you are in the advanced part, you should change to the professional part. You have some deep experiences privately. You come to your ambassador, you discuss it there, and you can interrupt your coach program with the membership part. Then you pay 555 a month until you are ready to take the third part. I hope this is logical. And if you have any questions, also here, do not hesitate to contact me on Instagram, on WhatsApp, or even my Sabine at the secretary at the office with your email. You just answer on the email and it's my Sabine answering you. We love it to be here for you. And I prepared some questions, but let me check if there are some in the chat. Like if you make short sentences, because sometimes we have how is it in English? The time is not the same at a few seconds later what you write and when I get it. So make short sentences for your questions. And in the meantime, I will show you after these pre-prepared questions with what my experience is, which are mostly the questions. I will share this with you. And if you think you want to buy this coach program and to invest in yourself and your company, if you are the boss, it's perfect. If you are the boss and you think also of a leader of one of your teams, this would be perfect to go both in the program. If you are not sure if you need this first, it could be sometimes it's better to first implement prosperity or opulence. So in this case, I recommend you to book a clarity call. This is totally free and we can make a really clear picture of your situation. We are experienced on that. We would love to get you know in person in these calls. It's about 30 to 45 minutes. You get the audio or the replay of it so you can listen to it again, and we see there what we recommend to implement first. Sometimes it's really good to implement first some marketing and sales strategy systems, but sometimes it's really important to implement first these leadership skills. So I cannot see any questions here, so let's go to my prepared questions. I'm sorry. So, frequently asked. Let's say you say, I understand this is not about acquiring new customer constantly. Let's say I buy this program. Meanwhile, what about acquiring new customers? This is a really good question because it's, you know, it's about attracting. I call this the external papaya hand principle, because you show up in the program, because you implement what you learn, and you learn, let's say you learn from the base part, from the first part of the coach program, something in one module, and you have an aha and you are so delighted, and then you go and quickly implement. You can come back and discuss this with us, but it gets some ripple energy. It changes something in your services or clients. I think you agree with me. And this is an energy change people around you are recognizing. And suddenly you are not chasing clients. I know you don't, but sometimes you are in this energy and even don't realize it. I know this from myself. Yes, but the energy is changing. You are not chasing, but you are attracting. And this is really, really magical. And not because you are looking for new clients, but because you are making your inner work. This is really mind-blowing. Second question a lot of people have, let's say you ask me, What I already do as an expert cannot be done online. I believe this, I am sure. How is it possible anyway? Do you have an idea? Yes, I have a lot of ideas. I don't know if this would be your question also. I don't know what you are doing, right? So let's connect. Please book a clarity call so we get to know you and then we know what you are doing. If you catch me as your partner, not an ambassador, we can download some informations, but my ambassadors are also really, really good, by the way. They have their own skills they use in the clarity calls. And you can trust you get the one coach you need. And then we see what is possible. I say you something. I have colleagues out there, they say and subscribe this. It's not possible for every service to go online. And I don't see it. It's not my experience. It is always possible if you are open for new horizons, for new ways of thinking, if you are open for a new and another mindset, and if you are open to learn new skills. And you just need to come in the coach program where we get to know each other. This is one of my skills. That's why I will lead this coaching experience once a week. One of my skills is seeing you in your individual way as you are. I perceive things which mostly my customer even did not know from themselves. And this is some matching point. And if you hear this and can trust, and if you feel your energy, perhaps it's tearing up or it's opening up or it's exciting in some sort, this is a sign from your soul, giving you the sign, go for it, try it. Yes, you will find it out. It's not me saying you what the solution is, what's your new way with showing up and offering your clients new whatever content. It's not me saying you to you, but it's my energy allowing you to get these ahas and to get the answers of your own questions from your own. This is so magic. And that's why it's your own term, it's your own momentum, it's your own path. This is such a holy space. You know what I mean? It's divine. It's your space and my space. I open my space for you. I invite you. I invite the others too. But you have your own space and I respect it. I treat it with a lot of respect on eye level, and then the magic unfolds. Third question, frequently asked. Let's say you ask me, I am very experienced entrepreneur and don't really want to buy more and especially not more programs. I don't have time, or whatever your reason is, but I would like to do some changes. Am I still in the right place here? Listen, this is a really good question. That's why I chose it. And you are in the right place here because you are already here. You would not listen to this. You would not come to this point if you would not be in the right place. Do you understand what I mean? This is some sort of this magic already happened now. You cannot, if you have this some sort of faith, whatever you believe in, it's something, it's nothing about religion. You know what I mean? It's something big overall religions, when I speak of faith, if you realize, okay, I believe in faith, I believe in momentum, I believe in circumstances are not happening for me if they are not meant for me, then this is truly magical. Then you can say here, okay, I am on the right place. And now it's the next question, which program you choose. It's not a question, do I choose or do I go? Because if you are meant to go, you would not listen until now. It's so simple. So let me check. I'm so proud of us. I'm so proud that we went until here. We have 5 minutes left. And I want to give you my little gift. I promised you to give it at the end. But first, let's discuss your next step. Book the coach program directly. You will find it around the replay. We send you the replay after in a few hours or tomorrow or whenever you see this. And around this replay, you will find one or several buttons where you can directly book the coach program, the version you want. You also get a presentation from this, so you can check the details. And you can also book the clarity call if you have any further questions or if you are hesitating and not really sure what you want. Please trust the space you opened here in my space and trust us. Thank you for that. Come in a clarity call. We love it to get to know you and we love it to discuss this. It's not a sales call. I want really to point it out. It's a clarity call. It's a gift for you to get your clarity. And then you know what you want. You go, or you come back later, or you buy something, however you want. We will help you to go these steps. And the link for the clarity call you find here in the chat and also around the replays. It could be that the coach program is perfect for you. It could be that prosperity or opulence is perfect. Or prosperity is my business coaching program where it is about strategy and marketing. And prosperity is perfect for self-employed or newly self-employed, just want to discover the new online coaching world and being in my energy, changing their mindset on success and solving blocks and all the stuffs. And opulence has prosperity included, but this is a 6-month experience. Prosperity is a 12-month experience. Opulence is also in prosperity, but in addition, there are 6 modules for preparing your company on scaling. Yes. And sometimes you need that first, as Janine, she was first in prosperity, then in opulence. She needed that first. And sometimes you need the coach program first, and the other part is no problem for you. You can book it also later if you want, but you don't must. I think it's clear. Clarity call is free. It's good for both sides, get to know each other. It's about 30 or 55 minutes. Yes. And if you then realize after clarity call that it's not for you, and that's, that's fine. We are totally fine about it. But it could be that you realize it works, and that you realize what you really want, and that you want to go with me and my team. And this would be such an honor for us. You know what I mean? You can ask yourself, where could you and your business be in about 5 years, going now these most modern paths or not going it? How would you spend the next 5 most important years in your private life because you increased your customer lifetime value in the meantime and got not only much more time and freedom back, but also much more fun and a really, really exciting client relationship forever? These are the questions you must ask yourself. So before we go to the end, I promised you the little gift. And perhaps, oh, someone wrote something. Another question. Have you an example for this question? 2 examples to go online with my online offline company, for example, when I'm a plumber. Yes, I told you one example in the last next level training a few weeks ago. You find it also in the replays, by the way. This is really exciting. It's my customer, Kurt. I changed the name also. And he is in the sanitary space. He is in the house building space and making all this stuff all around the amazing houses and apartments. And he thought he can only sell when he is showing up. And this is true. In this business model, the most people have when they are in a service-based, and how do you call it in English? Gewerbe. Arnold, you're also here. Do you know it, by the way? Gewerbe. Brick and mortar. If you're making something like that, you experience the strategy. If I show up, if my team show up, then I can make a bill and then people buy. But there are other experiences too. There are possibilities that you can reflect about what do my customer need if they have an accident in the middle of the night with the water, for example, or with electricity in the middle of the night. Normally in Dubai it could be, but normally in Switzerland and Europe, your specialists for water and electricity is sleeping and not coming. But if you set up something online which this person with the accident can download and manage his accident on his own, guess what? How to say it in English? He will phone next day to someone, and not to another expert. He will phone you. He will contact you, will be so thankful, and will engage you to fix his problem. He will be so deeply thankful. And this is only the open door for your new coaching programs. There are so much. You think now, oh, my customers, they want to build houses, they don't need coaching programs. And this is true. It's about another thinking, it's about another service, but also nurturing your existing experience and expertise. Please, if you are interested, thank you for this question. If you're open, if you have an open tearing up energy, don't hesitate to book a clarity call. We love it to discuss it with you. So here is my gift at the end. It's so simple, my dear. It's so simple. Try this out. When you meet your customer next time, perhaps just in a few minutes, try just to listen. Try to look him in his eyes, even if it's online like you and me now. Breathe, calm down, and imagine that you are opening some sort of energy room. You open some sort of room. Let's say you are in a cafe and you meet for whatever discussion. Sit down, take your coffee and breathe, and imagine you open a new room in this coffee. And you invite literally your client to sit down in your room too. Actually, sit down in the coffee in front of you, but you are lonely in your energy space. And then you just look at your client, you look at his eyes and listen actively. You don't react if he says something and you are in another opinion. You don't react, you just listen. You please try to see him, to hear him, to feel him. And then observe what it makes with you doing that, what it makes with your customer. So mostly my customers, they so I see I didn't had audio. Is it better now? I hope it's better now. Okay. Thank you for feedback. So try it out. Look at him, listen, breathe, calm down, and listen actively. And if your customer is at the end of telling, you make a break. Just pause a few seconds. And then talk. What it could be. It shouldn't surprise you that if you make this break of a few seconds, that he begins again to talk. And you will get informations you would never get if you make it as you make it like yesterday, until yesterday. Just test this out. Go in the next conversation to your customer in a totally other way, calming down first for you. Open this energy space. See this person, look at this person actively. Shut up, say nothing, just listen. And if he is at the end of telling, you make a break, you don't react. You just wait and observe what's happening then. It could be very magical. Please let me know how it was and what it changes for you and the customer experience with you. It would be very exciting. I would so love it. I love it so much if you would tell it to me. Reach out on Instagram, reach out on WhatsApp if you have my number, or with the email via the office. We love it to hear from your experience. And don't hesitate to book now your clarity call or directly the coach program. This is possible. You know all what you need to know. And we start with the first class on October 24, October 28 at 2024, in a few weeks from now. And if you listen to this replay later, don't hesitate to book, because you can come in whenever it's good for you. Good tip, good reminder. I can remember that this was exactly part of the coach program when I was in there. Thank you, Arnold. Great. I love the feedback. I hope you are good. I hope you enjoyed this training. I look forward to your ahas and your benefit. Please share it with me. Sharing is caring, as you are saying in English. I loved it. I love these items. I love it to show and to go with my customer with this mind-blowing new economy items, new leadership items. I want to say at the end, you as an expert in your field, in whatever industry you are so needed. It's always about people. Even online, it's always about people. Even in times of AI, it's always about people. And you are needed. You are needed with your expertise and the next level of your skills. It would be an honor to go some steps of your path together. So perhaps we see us in a clarity call or directly in the coach program. Thank you so much. See you. Have a good one.